Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome and all to Afterbirth, and I think today we're going to do something different. I know! New things are scary and dark and troublesome, but I think since my in-game win streak has been reset thanks to having to burn some Eden tokens on Seed of the Week looking and findings, we have a unique opportunity to play someone who isn't Eden, just for a breath of chef, just for a breath of a chef, alright, just for a breath of a chef. Alright, so as long as we breathe on chefs, we're gonna be fine. We walk into the kitchen, and, we find, "Head chef, where art thou?" And then when he raises his hand, we run up to him, and we're just like... And then he's like, "Get this crazy fool out of my kitchen!" I don't know why he's like attituding it like that, probably waving his hand back and forth, like, "What are you doing all up in here?" And that's how he chefs people. So like when he asks someone to cook something, he's like, "I need you to put this on the grill." Like waving his head back and forth, head back and forth, head back and forth. I don't know. I'm not a chef or a head chef, but what I will say is if I was Eden right now, I'd be absolutely terrified. But I'm not Eden right now, so isn't that great? Oh, sorry, I was just getting very into that whole thing. Wafer! What a wonderful starting item for Judas. Like, that genuinely is very, very good. And the reason we're not playing as Eden, apart from, given the opportunity, I think, to do it, because, I didn't want to ruin the streak for the in-game streak, I should say, for any other reason, is because I think we've actually somehow done so well on the Eden streak that we actually kind of are itching to play some other characters. I'm kind of missing my Judases, my Isaacs, my Azazi boys, my Liliths, Not Maggie, though. I mean, who misses playing as Maggie? Haha, that's hilarious. But you know what I'm saying? I think we're due for a more relaxed run, for just something that we can take our time and just basically make this sound. Which, I think is something we've been sorely missing recently. Cube of meat, very nice to find, of course. And, yeah, I think we are... Actually, no, I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here. But, yeah, I think it's time we had a kind of stress-relieving run where... Ooh, hot damn. Do I wish I had the capillaries? Hot damn, do I wish I had capillaries? Well, I'm like some kind of capillaryless freak, but no, we don't have the money to get golden options. That is sad, that is supremely sad. That's one of the saddest items that you could ever not be able to afford from a shop, and I just don't know if I'll ever recover from this. I genuinely do not know if I will ever be able to recover. It's just so sad. It's just so sad. But either way, we'll have to deal without it. Though, I mean, if our item luck continues as good as it's been with the wafer, we're not even going to need golden options. So, perhaps it's a tease, but not one that's going to come back to haunt us in the end. Because, I genuinely dislike it when things come back to haunt me. It's just really irritating. I'm sick of waking up in the night screaming. You know how bad that is for a restful sleep? Alright, I immediately regret my decision to put any faith whatsoever in item rooms, and wish I could actually turn back time to the previous floor and somehow scrounge up 7 coins. Either way, it's only one item room, and we're probably going to get devil deals because we're Judas, and, maybe angel deals if we ignore them, and then clearly we get to Judas's godhead, which actually just does sound like an innuendo now that I think about it. Hey there, you want to see my godhead? I don't know why you got to speak like that when you're saying that, but, it seems to be the way to go. Alright, a lot of flaming zombies, which definitely are the worst kind of zombies. Like, there's one thing being ran at by a load of zombies, but if they are straight up on fire, you can't help but think, seriously? On fire as well? Come on! And you don't want to be having those thoughts in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. You just don't. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you would like to see a couple non-Eden-y runs during the weekly Isaac shenanigans, just to have that little bit of variety going on for us, because I think it makes sense, and I think it makes the Eden runs a lot more special and a lot more tense if they're not always happening, because I think we can burn out on tenseness, because every time I play an Eden streak now, when we're at such a high number, I'm basically sat there like, okay, I can do this. I'm blindfold, balancing over a pit of needles, having to walk across a thin log so I don't slide in and impale myself and die a horrible, grisly, bleeding death. Okay, I can do this. And then I get to the end and it's like, my heart can beat normally, and there's only so much of that I can take in a week, you know? So I think it might be fun to have a few non-Edens, at least for a little bit. But, you know, let me know what you think in that regard, because, you know, I really do hate resetting the in-game counter, because obviously I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to pull anything, you know. I would hate to think I'm trying to pull anything of yours. I mean, that's just weird. I mean, now, pull ninjas, go! Load of, like, robed people burst out the bushes behind you and start yanking on all your extremities. Which is probably one of the nicest ways to say that. I say, I'm about to yank so hard on your extremities. The pull ninjas. The frickin' pull ninjas. Oh, God. I've not even used Book of Belial. You see how fizzled and broken I am from constant Eden stress, and I'll admit that is part of the reason why we are using this opportunity here to not do an Eden run, because ooh, do I want a pact where I've never pacted before? Well, yes, I want a pact. Oh, that is quite good. Sorry, angels, but the devil was too tempting. I'm sure you can understand. He's quite the convincing chap. But yeah, I have finally got back from being away for a while after my frantic, crazy preparation of stress videos, and I just think because I'm exhausted from traveling and all of that jazz, it just would not be a good idea to play a thing where I have to be completely focused on it and just reaction time through the roof and strategying, and I just think that there is a good chance I would fuck up and die if I tried to continue my Eden streak in my current exhausted frame of mind. So I think, you know, we've got a nice opportunity to play as non-Eden. I don't know why I'm going on about it so much. Like I'm expecting there to be hundreds of comments going, "You monster! You piece of crap, Rage! How dare you! How absolutely dare you play someone other than Eden? You better have 5,000 valid reasons for this, or I am never watching your videos again." You think that's what I'm totally expected to see based on what I'm saying, but you know, I get really sort of stressed and worried about the fact of doing something that would annoy you guys, because obviously I'm here to make you all well happy with what's going on with the channel and the videos, and I don't want you to have seen this pop up and gone, "That's not Eden. What? What a waste of my time." You know, I want you to understand, but I guess at this point I'm gonna shut the hell up about it, because I'm sure you do. I worry, you know, sometimes I've been known as a worrier, you know, you just gotta ask a few people. I occasionally have been known to be overly concerned about things that I shouldn't be, and to occasionally overreact, but it's not my fault. Did we just instantly annihilate this floor? Like, instant item room, instant boss room, everything's going pretty well. I mean, the only reason I want to continue a little bit is because I want to find some keys and hopefully a bomb. Yes, finally a bomb. We've been allowed a bomb. Oh, we've been allowed a bomb. It's happened. Oh, it's finally happened. That's so good. We're allowed to actually explode things. Seriously though, what are the chances that getting to the 3rd floor before finding our first bomb? That seems absolutely absurd. Larry is taking some serious killing there. Oh, another one. Fantastic. As opposed to, you know, some really silly killing. You know, we wanna have to sillily kill things. Ooh, chain key. Yeah, we're gonna chain the key out of the hell out of this. I'd be very worried if it wasn't for the wafer giving me an extra chance if I do get hit by these zombies zombies, so this should turn out to be hopefully quite fine. Chain keys! Oh, but loads of bombs. Like, suspiciously, a lot of bombs. Like somehow we've gone from no bombs on 3 floors to 9 bombs in like 3 rooms, which I don't know about you guys is a little bit suspect. Like, is there like the bomb god who is watching over me and deciding that I need to be blessed with his explosive might? Because I mean, I'm not too upset if that's the case, but I am also definitely a little bit worried as to how I've earned the bomb god's favor, you know, because that's quite a difficult thing to do. And we do find the secret room here, but unfortunately we don't get ourselves a key in it. Oh, look at Judas, he's so adorable. Oh, he looks so cute right now. I love getting the speedball when there's no other modifications to my face. It just makes them look so amazing, especially the fact that he's just holding a little piggy bank, like he's just wandering around the place like, it's okay, I can do it. I'm gonna win. Nah, it's not that good of an item. You know, I don't want to. It's quite a good increase in our stats. Yeah, I admit that, but you know, it gives us quite a decent size upgrade, which means we're going to get hit more often. So I think actually it's probably worth it if we don't take magic mushroom. I think it might actually come back to haunt us. As if, come on now, let's not be crazy all up in here. It looks like we are in for quite the quality run. So yeah, as I said, this is my first video getting back from being away for a few days at a wedding. You know, I was telling you guys about having to do a speech and, you know, being a little bit nervous about it, and I really was, but, you know, it happened, and surprisingly, it went really well. Like, I actually didn't mess up and make it incredibly awkward. Me! I know! How surprised are you all right now? Like, come on, you got to admit you are blown away, and let me continue the blowing of thee away. I actually, after I finished the speech and everything was done and we started mingling with the guests there, I like repeatedly got congratulated for how well my speech went. Like, everyone kept coming up to me and going, that was a really good speech. Like, genuinely, that was a very good speech. I think your speech was actually the best one. And so many separate people told me this. And the staff member that was running the events for that, actually point out, wasn't my wedding. I don't know why I need to point that out. I think that should be pretty obvious and apparent. But, you know, a lot of people like to go, oh, whose wedding was it, Rage? Nudge, nudge. Like I've secretly run off to get married because I'm just so Hollywood like that. Abel, yay, so worth a key. Woo! Either way, even the guy that was running the events in the hotel where the event was happening was like, no, that is one of the best wedding speeches I've ever heard. So guys, it turns out spending 3 years talking mad crap to the internet has actually enhanced my ability to speak in front of people. I know! And the thing is, I did kind of get really nervous at the start, and I kind of did stutter a little bit, but, you know, I kind of got back into it, and everyone laughed a lot, and it was actually a really cool, enjoyable experience, and I am definitely surprised in myself that I managed to push it off as I search for a secret room, having already found the secret room like the idiot that I am. Alright, let's move on and start slaughtering some fools, because let's be real here, we're having a pretty good run, and I'll admit, I kind of didn't resist the temptation to begin my speech with a hair. I didn't go full hair, you know, you don't go full hair unless you're doing a video, which just sounds very weird, doesn't it? Alright, I guess we'll use this. Oh look, we got a shield rune, so we could then get the shield rune. Isn't that just great? Key bomb, yay, what a great item to suddenly find, because now I have to race it to all of my keys, otherwise I'm going to lose them and not be able to go into any more rooms on the rest of the run, so that's just excellent, but that's fine, we can deal, definitely, we can deal, and by we can deal, I of course mean, we can't deal, this is terrible! Absolutely terrible. Apologies for a little bit of a jump cut there, guys. I had to go collapse on the floor for a little bit because my hay fever is really really trying to cripple me for any and all videos. I don't know why. I don't know why it's feeling the need to do this, but it's very upsetting, and I'm sat here like, I can't breathe, I can barely form words, but I'm in the middle of a video, so I can't stop it. It's just like, and it eventually beat me, you know, after however long we've been here, it beat me. Oh, we had a rare moment where our score was 6666, at which point I became the true Satan, and all shall bow before my satanic might. But yeah, as I was saying, I managed to resist going full at the start of the speech, but I did get a little bit of a hello everyone, and you know, I got a little bit of a hand just to think of you guys, you know, just to have you all in spirits and give me some boosted confidence. You know, it kind of helped to put me in the mindset of a video. It really did. So thank you all for being there for my speech in spirit. I think that's what I want to say. So I was thinking recently about people you know, dying, and is that something I should say? I feel like that's not something I should say. I feel like that needs rapidly more context, doesn't it? So, you know, the other day, I was thinking about death, as you do, and it occurred to me, why did Stain just sit there and accept his death? Now that I think about it, why did he just didn't give a crap? Has he just been told that Mrs. Stain is leaving him, and he was like, life's not worth living anymore? I told myself that if I tentacled a Judas, then maybe it would still be fun, and I could still have purpose. But no, I missed him, and I'm just so sad. I miss Mrs. Stain. She's never going to come back, is she? It's just never gonna happen. Just kill me, Judas. Just kill me. There is no wacky inflatable left in my silly flailing arms. That's so sad, actually. That's just so sad. Oh, man. All right. Well, I should probably apply context to the problem pretty quickly. So, I was thinking, because you know how you are obviously formed of your genetic makeup based on your parents and your upbringing, etc., etc., but, you know, depending on the lucky winner, shall we say, of the race of life, you could have had a very different type of personality in person. You'd be similar, but yet different, if that makes sense. You'd be like a 90% you with like a 10% different twist, like an imperfect, damn you, key bum, like an almost imperfect clone. So what I was thinking is, imagine when you died, instead of just fully, you know, keeling over, you're dead, that's it, life's gone, is you kind of went into like a cocoon thing, and maybe your skin peeled off a little bit, or maybe not, you know, whatever is less gruesome to imagine. Either your skin peels off, or you're going to a cocoon, and out of your death cocoon pulls away and then steps out a you that never got a chance of life, a you that didn't quite make it in time and never got to become a baby and become formed and eventually meet the heir of the world. And every time someone dies like that, they become a them that's not quite them, but very similar, like eerily similar. Like they would very much appear to be the same person, but there would definitely be something off. They'd look almost identical, but very different. I guess if you imagine twins, not identical twins, but normal twins, they're very similar, right, in a lot of ways, but there are distinct differences between them. So imagine every time you die, you turn into a cocoon, and out appears from that cocoon a potential twin that you could have had, that would have been your twin if you were twins. That kind of way. I think that's the easiest way to look at it. So could you accept a friend or family member that used to be someone that you knew really well, and now you kind of know them for sure? They've got very similar personalities and they look almost the same, but they are definitely their own unique person now. I like how Keybum was hovering over the key in the shop like, do it, buy it for me now. I don't know why Keybum is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want all the keys. Can you imagine Keybum as Arnold Schwarzenegger? That is just, yes, yes, please. Range and shot speed is amazing for the onion tier, so this works really well for us. Where are all the keys? I can't do a good Schwarzenegger, I admit that fully, but the image of his face, someone needs to mod that. They really, really do. But yeah, could you accept someone that was basically the person you used to know, but technically a different person, and that just kept happening? I mean, it would do horrible things for overpopulation, because no one would technically ever die. But these new people, they wouldn't necessarily have the memories of their old self. They'd still remember how to human and how to live, but in terms of, ooh, infamy, awesome. In terms of memories, they'd basically be a blank shell. They'd have to be pretty much informed as to what's going on, you know? Imagine if a baby was born fully knowing how to human, but not knowing anyone around it, who its parents are, its friends, you know, anything like that. I guess we may as well take that. It's not really a big deal either way. A trinket is a trinket is a trinket is a trinket is a trinket. Let's go find our item room. I need it. Oh, not here. Interesting. I'm just going to keep firing down here because it'll probably work out. Yay! It did work out. That's exactly what I needed to have happen. Have happen? Have happen sounds fine. You can have happen a thing. Alright, key bum. I mean, you're allowed to take some money. I really kind of want to have all 3 bums at once, just to have to race them all to the various consumables that drop. I think that would be really, really good. Okay, so that is fine. I'm not too bothered about the double key room. I will fully admit. I just, you know, there's a small chance there's going to be something actually. Hey, okay. I forgot we were Curse of the Amazing, and, you know, as such, didn't expect to instantly be put into a room full of bomb flies that I then walked my ass into. Granted, I probably should have applied eyeballs to the situation, you know, which definitely makes sense. Eyeballs generally should be applied to dangerous situations, but, you know, I was just enjoying myself. Goodbye, little haunt. Ooh, goodbye, my bomber friend. The cool thing about this, though, is boom, and then re-roll yourself. Toxic shock, don't mind if I do. Is that bad? Think about it. I just got that, like shaky explosive kid bomb to re-roll itself out of existence by exploding. How does that even work? How can it re-roll itself out of existence? Because the second it explodes, it ceases to be. Like, the item is on the pedestal at the same time that the item is on the ground active, and then it just kind of messes with me a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I feel it's kind of intense. The fact that that thing has just straight up re-rolled itself. Sucks we've just missed out on the boss rush, but alas alack, there is not much we can do. And I'll tell you what, We'll get our lamb on today, because I know a lot of you have been missing seeing the lamb die, because, you know, it does make a lot of sense to not go to the lamb on an Eden streak, because, you know, you generally enjoy not dying horribly in the hell that is the dark room. But, you know, I think since, you know, the stakes aren't that high in this run, we'll get ourselves over to the lamb, especially as we can get our emperor on and skip the awfulness that is the dark room. So we got that going for us. I mean, the dark room is supposed to be harder thematically. It's just, it's not that it's harder that I never go there. It's that it's just worse. It's just so much more boring than the chest. And it simply comes down to not getting 4 items. Like, that's all the change that is needed. Even if it was, instead of 4 random items, you were guaranteed 2 Devil Deal items when you arrived at the dark room. You know, that I think that's balanced. Yeah, you could have Mum's Knife and Brimstone there, but you could also have Headless Baby and some other crap, like a second Headless Baby, and you'd be very disappointed with the whole thing. But at least this way, you know, there's potentially something as a reward for choosing the harder path. But as it is, the harder path is just that, a strictly harder path, and that just kind of sucks. Y'all gonna die. Y'all gonna die. I'm surprised Toxic Shock didn't kill them, to be fair, because I have a lot of damage, and that's what it scales off, but oh well, and there we go. See, I don't even have enough damage to bring down a Dingle Dangle. That is just so sad. Just the saddest. Though we are completely and utterly destroying through everything else. So, oh god, the Dingle Splat. What say you of the great Dingle Splattening of 2136? Alright, well obviously this is no problem. It still weirds me out that they kind of slide towards you as they die, but I'm sure we can deal. I obviously only want lump of coal from this, as I much prefer the Book of Belial. And goodbye. No, you're still alive. Wow, I see how it is. Oh, that sucks. Well, at least we get to fire the blood out of the head, but I'm not too happy about it. I am actually a little bit concerned, because although we're very powerful, we do have a very low amount of health here. I mean, the wafer makes it a lot better, but still, I mean, there's a hefty chance that we are going to be on the receiving end of death. Which is... Oh, I was there just kind of not really looking at the room, like, come on, door, open. Why are you not opening, door? What the hell's going on? And then just grab... I am sometimes, you see, that right there actually is the perfect example of why I didn't want to play Eden, because I knew I would do shit like that, and dying to that kind of mindless, just, everything is fine, would be the worst thing for an Eden streak. Holy hell. Okay, alright, up we go. At least we've confirmed that we don't need to care about those rooms on the right, so that is lovely. Oh, they're all gonna die. Yes, they are. So I think we can safely yes, we can be safely concerned that it lives is up. It's a shame I don't have shielded tears, because then I would definitely... want to go for Hush, because basically the Hush is just a big baby when you've got shielded tears to completely deny him. I do want to point out that we would be dead if not for the... Whoa! Hold on just a moment. Are you trying to tell me that I do indeed need to go that route? Because I am a little bit offended right now. How? You know, and I don't even mean that, wow, they just splatted so hard. That is pretty damn good. But seriously, that's interesting. So I guess it must be left off the room down there. Okay, thank God for that spirit harp. That is... No! Oh, hang on, maybe. Hey! Fair enough, Keybomb. Fair enough, one bit of guppy, which is kind of hopeful. You never know, we might get offered some extra guppyage later down the line. I mean, I doubt it, but we might be. Kind of? I don't really know at this point. You guys, by the way, that haven't watched my Enter the Gungeon series yet, let me just say, like, I recommend it. And, you know, you may be thinking, of course you're going to recommend it, Rage. It's your series, you fool. You think I'm going to fall for that, you little bitch? I don't know why you'd get so aggressive, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I'm painting you guys as so aggressive today, but there we go. But no, it is literally Isaac, but with guns and a crap ton of bullet hell and a massive skill ceiling, and it's hilarious fun. It really is. It's silly and it's awesome, and you know, there's all the stupid tangents and considerations, like the Cocoon dead reincarnation clone people that for some reason I felt the need to consider. Balls of Steel! Ah, yeah! How did I even say that? That is... Oh, that is something. No, mine. So yeah, if you like me and Isaac, basically you'll like Enter the Gungeon, and I just want you guys to know about it, because I don't want you to miss out because you've seen the game and been like, I'm not sure, which is of course an entirely fair enough thing to think. Careful as we dodge, careful as we dodge, it's okay. Come back, it lives. We're actually killing it quite slow, considering we are a magic mushroom-powered Judas, but I'm sure we will deal. No devil deal, unfortunately. It's south. South. So many times do I be like, oh, I've got to go Isaac, right? I always go Isaac, and then realize horrifically as I go up in that beam that I in fact have the negative and not what I actually want, which is the positive, and by positive I mean the Polaroid. I guess it could just be called the positive. I mean, it is the polar opposite of the negative, in which case the opposite of negative is positive, so when you look at it that way, well, hey! Okay, Wrathy Boy has been raffed, and everyone else is looking pretty good. hearts galore over there. That is fine. Kind of sucks that we've not found the correct route. I don't know, I just had a pretty good feeling. I'll have a look at all of them, just in case of extra guppy. And lo and behold, what hath I found? Just that. I probably shouldn't have got rid of Book of Belial, because has that lost me the damage upgrade? I don't actually know if that's lost me the damage upgrade. And the other thing that I ashamedly don't actually know is what the negative does for you. Like, I genuinely don't know its purpose. Like, does it even give you any improvements as an item? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it didn't, given how harder the Darkroom path tends to be. Okay, that is fine. Let us head back up, because I really want to whoo. I really want to become an owl. I mean, I'm just saying, guys, I really have this need to become an owl. It's quite an issue, it really is. Okay, still nothing. I am struggling to find myself some Satan to kill. Granted, you know, the shoal is fairly large, and I've not explored that much of it, but still. Ooh, we got ourselves some ghosts. The only thing about ghosts, of course, is they survive the initial shock of toxic shock, and that kind of sucks. But we got there, and we killed them all so hard. Fortunately, I don't need that battery, otherwise that would be really, really unfortunate. Let us blow up these and hope for a bit of spirit heart action. We get one. Well, one is okay, right? And perks! Don't really need perks. We have permanent perks! I do love me some permanent perks. And there we go. We found ourselves the boss. But a few Brimgrow stand between us and glory. I don't know why I'm, like, narrating my experience. So we walk into a room as Judas. There's two brimstones there. We see the boss on our right. I can do this. Now! I hate everything. Fortunately, I've got piercing tears, so it's not really as big of an issue all up in here. They should die before they do anything threatening. Never mind, they definitely managed to do threatening things, but we got there in the end, and we roll on there. Satan is actually a very easy boss fight. Like, potentially, I'd say easier than Isaac, at least his first two phases, but I do think his stompy phase is harder than Isaac's beamy phase, just because you can die on the stompy phase, whereas if you know what you're doing, it's pretty much impossible, I would say, to die on Isaac's beamy phase. So we got that going for us. And oh no, I actually got hit by the things. I kind of wanted to just sort of chill. I've never really tried just chilling on the Satan fight, but I guess it kind of worked for us. Alright, here we go to the dark room. Hopefully then we get ourselves a little bit of guppy from these 4 red chests and they actually become useful for once, but it seems like that is not in fact what is happening at all. And no, just death, just absolute death. We'll go in one room, and no! Let's just not even slightly have to deal with that. That is fine. Granted, I maybe should have done 2 rooms just to recharge Book of Belial, but I think the damage that 2 of those guys would have done to me is not really inherently worth that, especially when the lamb splits up and we get to kill both its parts at once and effectively deal double damage from that point. So, here we go! Mario, of course, getting all up in here. Quick question, who'd win in a fight between Mario and Mickey Mouse? These are things that we need to work out as he, yahoos his way across the dark room. You are very, very dead, Lammy boy. I'm not even gonna, like, not avoid you anymore. There we go. We have done it. Yes, we have. Now I'm going to try and recover as my face hurts. Yeah, I don't know why my face hurts, but my face hurts. So there we go. Like if you've enjoyed this, subscribe for more. And we'll see you next time. Yes, indeed. My name's been Rage. Goodbye.